Welcome to our channel Daily on the Spot. Let's talk about English season Stranger Things 3. Let's check it out. The third season of the American science fiction horror web television series Stranger Things, titled Stranger Things 3, was released worldwide on Netflix's web streaming service on July 4, 2019. The series was created by the Duffer Brothers, who are also executive producers along with Shawn Levy, Dan Cohen, and Iain Paterson. Set in the summer of 1985, the third season stars Winona Ryder, David Harbour, Finn Wolfhard, Millie Bobby Brown, Gaten Matarazzo, McLaughlin, Noah Schnapp, Sadie Sink, Natalia Dyer, Charlie Heaton, Keery, Dacre Montgomery, Hawke, Priah Ferguson, and Cara Buono. Reale, Jake Busey, Michael Park, and Francesca Reale appear in recurring roles. Cast and characters. Main. Winona Ryder as Joy Spires. David Harbour as Jim Hopper. Finn Wolfhard as Mike Wheeler. Millie Bobby Brown as 11, Jane Hopper. Gaten Matarazzo as Dustin Henderson. McLaughlin as Lucas Sinclair. Noah Schnapp as Will Byers. Sadie Sink as Maxine Max Mayfield. Natalia Dyer as Nancy Wheeler. Charlie Heaton as Jonathan Byers. Keery as Steve Harrington. Dacre Montgomery as Billy Hargrove, Mind Flayer. Hawke as Robin Buckley. Priah Ferguson as Erica Sinclair. Cara Buono as Karen Wheeler. Recurring. Joe Crest as Ted Wheeler. Andriy Ivchenko as Grigory. Brett Gelman as Murray Bauman. Cary Elwes as Mayor Larry Klein. Peggy Miley as Mrs. Doris Driscoll. Jake Busey as Bruce Lowe. Francesca Reale as Heather Holloway. Michael Park as Tom Holloway. Alec Utgoff as Dr. Alexei. Yasin Payakov as Russian scientist. Rob Morgan as Officer Powell. John Reynolds as Officer Callahan. Arthur Darbnian as Dr. Zarkov. Misha Kuznetsov as Commander Ozerov. Notable guests. Sean Astin as Bob Newby. Catherine Curtin as Claudia Henderson. Randy Havens as Scott Clark. Will Chase as Neil Hargrove. Christopher Convery as Young Billy. J.C. Sink as Young Max. Beth Ricegraf as Billy's mother. Gabriella Pietzlow as Susie. Paul Razor as Dr. Samoans. Production. One Development. Levy noted in November 2016 that he and the Duffer Brothers had already begun planning a potential third season, saying, "We are not gonna be caught off guard and we don't wanna be making stuff up like the day before we have to write it and make it, so we are definitely optimistic and we have started thinking ahead." 21. The Duffer Brothers anticipate having about 4 to 5 seasons to work with, but do want to have a really finite ending while the series is still at a height of success, according to Matt, rather than letting it draw out indefinitely. 22. In August 2017, the Duffer Brothers confirmed there would be a third season, with the likelihood of one more season following that, with Ross saying, "We're thinking it will be a 4-season thing and then out." 23. However, executive producer Shawn Levy later suggested that either 4 or 5 total seasons were possibilities, claiming that the truth is we're definitely going 4 seasons and there's very much the possibility of a 5th. Beyond that, it becomes I think very unlikely. 24. Matt Duffer later commented that no official decision has been made, claiming that it's hard, like 4 seems short, 5 seems long. So I don't know what to do. 25. In December 2017, Netflix officially confirmed that they have greenlit the third season, 26, consisting of 8 episodes. Levy also confirmed that a 4th season was definitely happening and that there was potential for a 5th season. 27. A year later, the episode titles for Season 3 were revealed, along with confirming the season would be named Stranger Things 3, similar to the second season. 2. Writing. Writing for the third season began before the second season's premiere, with a good portion being written in 12 to 14-hour bouts by the series creators. 29. It was reported that Netflix wanted both the third and fourth seasons to be written simultaneously as to facilitate a back-to-back production schedule, for the actors were aging faster than their on-screen characters, but both the Duffer Brothers and producer Shawn Levy optioned to focus only on the third season to ensure it was better developed and more fleshed out. 30. 3. Casting. In terms of narrative, Levy said the season would be less about Will, saying, "We're not going to put Will through hell for a third season in a row. He'll be dealing with stuff, but he won't be at rock bottom. We're going to be dealing with forces of evil that are new." 31. David Harbour has said that the third season also draws heavily from the film Fletch. 32. Both Levy and Natalia Dyer echo sentiments that this season's events will be more adult-oriented, with Dyer calling the season's narrative bigger, darker, and scarier. 33. The third season sees Ryder, Harbour, Wolfhard, Brown, Matarazzo, McLaughlin, Schnapp, Sink, Dyer, Heaton, Buono, Cary and Montgomery return. 34. In March 2018, it was announced that Priah Ferguson's character had been promoted to a recurring role, and that Hawke has been cast as Robin, a new lead who's been described as an alternative girl. 1. Hawke's character was later revealed to be Steve's co-worker at the Scoops Ahoy ice cream parlor in the newly built Starcourt Mall. 35. Cary, Elwes and Jake Busey's castings were announced in April 2018. Elwes was cast as Mayor Klein, a classic 80s politician more concerned with his own image than with the people of the small town he governs, and Busey as Bruce, a shifty reporter who works at the Hawkins Post. 2. Francesca Reale was cast as Heather, a popular lifeguard at the community pool. 3. As of September 2018, casting had still not been completed for the season, which at that point had been shooting for 5 months and was less than 2 months from completion. Carmen Cuba, the show's casting director, attributed the slower-than-usual casting process to the heightened secrecy of the plot paired with certain roles shifting characterizations and importance. Filming. Gwinnett Place Mall stood in for the fictional Starcourt Mall during third season filming. Filming for the third season officially began on May 24, 2018. 39. Jackson, Georgia remained as primary filming area for scenes in Hawkins' downtown area. 40. The South Bend Pool in Atlanta served as the Hawkins community pool. 40. The major set piece of the season, Starcourt Mall, was filmed at a redressed Gwinnett Place Mall near Duluth, Georgia. 41. The production team had searched around Georgia for a dead mall, one either closed or with significantly reduced vacancy, for film, and found Gwinnett was nearly perfect, having been built in 1984 and thus having the staples of construction from malls in that period. They secured a portion of the mall that had been vacant for some time, redressing the storefronts and food court to feature brands of the 80s. Paying attention to which stores likely had made it to Indiana by 1985. Outside Scoops Ahoy, a fictional store, they had to make one exception for Glamour Shots, which was a real chain of photo studios but did not come to malls until after 1985, as a scene of Eleven and Max enjoying a photo shoot was a necessary plot element. The design team created a similar photo studio but with a new fictitious name. Not only did they recreate the facade of each of the storefronts, but they worked to fully stock them as well, in anticipation of any last-minute filming ideas the Duffers may have had.